What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of 4 Dummies, and tonight I am joined with the other 3 dummies. I have Mrs. Skullface.
Hello.
Mr. Just One.
Yo, what's happening?
And thank God for his speedy recovery, the recently fallen ill Robert Detoff.
Wow.
And tonight we are going to continue with the collection critique series. You know the routine, check your feelings at the door. And if you'd like to hear the full uncut version of this episode, please subscribe to the Patreon where you can get this and Sit Down Saturday and many other things at the $5 level. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with Ben R. So I'll go ahead. The first image that we see, I'll tell you, we have bookshelves. They're lit. They're not overcrowded.
Have we not looked at this?
No.
I feel like we have, man.
No.
I don't remember the hats and the jackets.
We have. Trust me.
Maybe it's just the universal Unicron in the middle.
Yeah, and this big Optimus head. I don't remember that.
But I know every time I go, yep, got a Unicron, check.
I don't know about the colored lights. It's the gray walls. I'm assuming your walls are gray. It's not playing well.
Actually, I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think the lights look fine, Robert.
I don't either. I think that's actually kind of cool.
I'm usually not a colored light person, really, but I don't hate it.
I like the Unicron placement.
Yeah. He definitely built the collection around it, which is the appropriate choice.
To the left, all those triangular shelves to the left of the Unicron are so crammed, though. Something about the angle of those shelves and being triangles to me takes away from the Unicron being so cool.
Yeah, because the circle overlaps it.
Right.
Because I guess those are triangular, right?
Yeah, those shelves. It's like that whole unit. I think it just holds up.
So I think it's clever though in the same route that like he found a way to take advantage of the space behind the ring. So I give him. I understand your criticism. I don't think you're wrong, but I do also tip my hat to him because he found a way to include more given what Unicron requires, to be there.
Right. You filled up the space.
Yeah.
I think the white light on the black backdrop behind Unicron makes that look gray. And I can see why it looks like he has some type of panel behind the bottom of Unicron to hide the stand, to make it look like Unicron's floating. But then the white lights don't work because they're not, it's making it look funny, like 2/3 gray, 1/3 black and purple. Unicron looks cool like that with you hiding the stand, but I think there's something else to do so that those top panels of the back don't shine like that.
Or just black.
Is there another way to light it?
I know
black the whole
so
thing
I know what would solve it. Dioramas.
And also, like, the concept of these corner shelves, it's a cool idea, but the execution is, those are like utility corner shelves. So
yeah, that's fair.
Really lowering the quality of your
That's fair.
Furniture.
But I want to praise this for something that I don't think we've seen a little bit of this more recently, and I don't think that we've taken enough. And I have a Sit Down Saturday coming on this topic kind of soon. This is a Chug collection.
Wow.
And this,
you know what? Didn't even notice that.
And this Chug collection looks great.
Oh yeah.
Because
no doubt.
He has treated it like it's something elevated. The figures are spaced out. There's risers. They're lit. They're posed. He has taken a very entry-level collection and elevated it to something higher than what it is at its base. And as a result, like I talked about with my Marvel Legends, for instance, the rising tide lifts all ships, and the whole thing looks more premium as a result.
Oh yeah. Now, do you think is there a way to put like glass corner shelves in that around Unicron?
I think you're better off if you're going to do that just getting black floating shelves that mount into the wall right there. They make them triangular that just kind of float,
and then you can space them to be at the rounder part so that there's maybe nothing at the straight side,
unless those shelves are holding up the top beam where the Predaking is and like the arc and stuff.
Yes, you're right though. He created that display.
Because the background of that is like some weird. It's like the backboard to a shelf that you would get from like Walmart. You just kind of tack in that like cardboard thing. That's what the back black is.
Oh, it's like all one piece.
It looks like it's like he just took that from a shelf and just put it up there.
That Unicron's not like two Bestas or a Besta or something, and he just put 2 corner shelves around it, and he put a shelf on top of the corner shelves
and a backing.
Boom, he made a display.
Yeah, it's the backing.
It's the backing,
which I think is cool. I think the backing works. I think being black is way better than it being like your wall color. But I think
agree.
like Robert's saying, is the issue with the light shining on top of the Unicron is it creates a lot of negative space. But it may even be cool if you change that to like a colored LED, like if that were red, because like in the cartoon, whenever they showed Unicron, it was all red.
Oblivion.
That work. Yeah,
but I also
maybe all work.
You could also like I don't know, like if there's like 3D printed things or something out there. There's even a third party piece that transforms into the ship, like Galvatron's ship. If you got that, and you got some
potato,
and you got some fishing wire. this might be the one point where I would,
it may work.
Where I would co-sign a fishing wire. You hung that ship right over top of Unicron. But I do want to say about he does have a masterpiece collection that's in this Maja case. It looks like a Maja case anyway. I shouldn't assume, but I don't think it's laid out as well. I think it's too busy, and I think it's a little cluttered with the like arguably sloppy with the amount of stuff that's in it. But I want to point out one easy quick fix. So he's got the Seekers, and then he's got the alt modes. The alt modes are chugs. Just get them out of there completely. Get those chug jets out of there. This is the opposite of the rising tide lifting all ships. This is, you've got some boats in there that don't belong in that sea.
Yeah.
And I would spray paint or prime those display stands black, because that purple is making it too busy, but your Seekers are posed extremely well. So aren't
those the display stands that come with the MP Seekers?
They come with they come with MPs, but you get rid of those jets. You prime the stands black. That's a phenomenal Seekers display. Phenomenal.
Do you space them out, or do you keep them that?
No, I think they look good together. I think they look good together. They're posed to the nines.
Evil Trinity.
I feel like you would still need something in place of the jets, not something that big, but maybe even just like a few of like those. You remember when KFC used to make those Energon cubes? Something just to fill up that space, because otherwise now you have this huge runway.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You could probably. I'll be honest with you. You could probably move some of these extra you got laying. But the thing is you don't want to get in the way of Starscream's feet, because that's one of the things I don't like about the chug jets is they're covering up Starscream's feet, and I think it's taking away from it. So I don't know, that there might be a little. There's other options for stands. Look for black stands.
Right.
And I think that's good. You've got a good display, man. You've got a good display, and you've made a chug collection look like something to be taken serious, and that's not an easy thing to do, and you've done it.
Right, and it shows that you care. It's clean in there. It's lit well. No, yeah, I think it's good too.
Let's move on to the next one. This is a simple name. It's just Mac.
Oh.
Mac has some very dramatic lighting and a very unique collection.
Is that a Five Nights at Freddy's mask?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it's handmade. Like, I'm guessing he made that himself. Because if you look at the next picture, he's got like paints out and everything else. It's at least at minimum customized, but I'm guessing he made the whole thing himself.
Are those like string lights?
Yeah, they look like almost like Christmas lights. They're not, I don't think.
But they're like the string.
That's something I would get rid of those, or figure out a better way so it doesn't look like barbed wire everywhere.
Right.
Put them in the dinosaur mouths.
Is this our first pony? Is that a My Little Pony?
Where?
The last photo.
You got a brony.
Top right. I mean, that could be a woman.
I don't think that's our first My Little Pony, but it definitely is a My Little Pony.
I like the Wonka bar.
Yeah, the Wonka bar is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you using these lights is okay. I just think you have to figure out a better way to string them around this stuff so that it doesn't just look like it's a tangled web.
Yeah, but in all fairness, I think because I have some of those string lights, I feel like when they're lit and you're in the space, you don't really see the string so much as we're seeing it in the photo.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
because it's dead. All right, that's true.
So,
but to counterpoint that, I think that you're right. They didn't include a full space picture, and my guess is because the full space looks like a zoo.
Or this is just like one little thing in like a corner, because it looks like, especially with
everything that you see here, right, is like one upper shelf. We don't know what it's upper of. One shelf with the Five Freddy mask, Fab Five Freddy. One shelf one wall with Elvis and the Beatles, and then it's all this like kind of hodgepodge cutaway photographs, and I'm guessing because the entire space is a fucking disaster.
I just think so. If you look at this one with the Elvis and you see this cabinet, and then you go to the next photo with like the Wonka bar, I think that's the cabinet, because you see this little figure in the top right corner.
It's a Wonka bar up there.
Oh, like they're like that cabinet. They're like in the.
Yeah, they just have it up. It's like a small space. So so that's the cabinet that you.
But still, you need to back out and show how it looks in that space. Well, it's almost impossible to critique because it's just not enough. And I always say when people ask, this was July 20th of last year, so like they definitely got the proper prompt. But I always say at least include one image of the whole space.
Right.
You know.
Is it in his kitchen? Do you think?
Well, I don't know. What's this first photo?
It could be in his kitchen.
Some Transformers
cabinet.
Yeah, that first photo has like a Masterpiece Grimlock and maybe a Zoid or something.
Yeah.
There's some Transformers over here on like
a Megatron.
Yeah, on the utility shelves. Yeah, I don't know. So my thing is, I think you're probably like a crafty person, and as a result of that, some of this stuff does come through cool. But like a lot of crafty people I know, the space ends up being a disaster. And I'm guessing I didn't see the whole space because it looks like you let a bunch of zoo animals loose in there.
Well, real fast too, here's the thing. If you go back to that one photo of this like mask on the table, like where it looks like they're painting, if you look in the back left corner, there's a whole other shelf filled with Transformers.
Yeah, Laura was just pointing that out. They're like utility shelves. But we didn't get pictures of that. My guess is this is what this person is comfortable with us critiquing, but because it's not the whole space, I'm not comfortable critiquing it. It's there's some cool ideas here. I'm sure there's some cool ideas that span across what this person has done, but my guess is if they were comfortable with the whole space, we would have gotten pictures of it. Let's move on. This is the next one. This is Aqua Mosquito. Okay, so this is a trick. You see this, right? This is a trick. This is meant to look like a single case. This is not a single case. This is 3 shelves of perhaps many or one case that he has stacked in a photo editor.
Oh, I see. Yep. Your little sneak. Your little sneak.
Yeah, so if you look at the second picture, that same photo editor is used for the white framing between those two, which look like, it looks similar to those shelves that we saw those plants on, that like triangular shaped shelving.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see a picture of the whole display. They're bookshelves. They look like bookshelves that would be used at like perhaps an attorney's office.
Right.
And, I mean, this is one of those that suffers from the same problem. So they're not lit. They're not symmetrical. Not that they have to be symmetrical, but when you have a huge gap on one side or a huge shelf with 3 figures in it, and then you have 2 shelves with one shelf only takes up alt modes across the bottom row of it. And I get that you might be getting ready to use those for something else, but it's just like some of them for combine mode and so forth, but it looks bad. They're posed well. Your figures are posed well, which is nice.
I mean, things that I look at that like just show that you care is just even this photo where you have the 3 bookcases, like they're not evenly spaced. You got a picture that behind one that you just didn't even bother to take off the wall. You just threw the bookcase up against it.
Yeah.
And it's just things like that just make it be. I think the coolest thing you have is the actual bookcase with the books in it and the Unicron above the globe. That's the coolest thing.
The coolest thing you have is this photo editor app.
Dude, look at I was hunched over in the first one.
Yeah, man, I honestly think that the only thing that you've really done right here is posed your figures. I can give you that. Your figures are posed. They don't look like they came off the assembly line.
Why even have the riser or the stand for this ramjet when it's the same height as everything else? It's not doing anything. Just so you could put his feet up. Yeah.
There you go. Yep. He's like, my biscuits are burning.
And with the Dinobots,
That makes no sense.
Yeah, the space is like
they're
too small. Grimlock and
it doesn't work
or whatever. But
those Dinobots need to go on top of one of those bookshelves just for starters. And like the furniture doesn't match, right? You got like the pottery plant shelves with the attorney
plant shelves out of here.
You got the pottery plant shelves with the Esquire bookshelves. You know,
the Esquire.
Oh God,
we got a new term. Look at that. Who thought we would come up with a new term? He's got the Esquire.
Yeah,
cross between a Nona and an Esquire.
Why would you put Astro Train? No, it's an Astro Train. That's Blast Off all the way up.
I know.
All the way to the tippy top.
And not even with any figure that makes sense. It doesn't even make sense going with any of that. I guess maybe that they're all vehicles, but like...
He's got a Constructicon in there.
Dude, the more I look at this, the worse it gets. He's got the Megatron gun parts on their own stand, like they're their own figure.
You know what you should do?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Much like a Decepticon Mosquito. Much like a Mosquito. There's too much sneaky... it sucks, but there's too much deceitfulness and sneakiness in this entry. You need to, like, here's the truth. You need to start from scratch. Your figures are fine, and you know how to pose them. And that's a big part of it, because a lot of people don't know how to pose their figures. So that's great. Take your well-posed figures, put them on somebody's couch, give this attorney back his furniture, give that plant lady from last episode back her stand, and then buy new furniture that matches and is cohesive and is meant to display these nice figures you have, and then light them.
Mosquito, your collection bugs me.
But I don't want to. In spite of all the jokes, and the jokes are funny, you can pose a figure. You know, you can't always lay out a shelf well, but sometimes you do. And
you give him a figure, he'll pose it.
You know, and some of these shelves that you have sent independently, right? Like, some of them are like, they're not busy, they're laid out fairly well. I actually kind of most enjoy one that you didn't center on, but that's fine. The one with Blaster, Ultra Magnus, the Junkion, like the movie stuff. Like I think that's a fairly well laid out shelf. So you can lay out a shelf and you can pose a figure, but everything else you need to sort out. Let's move on to our last entry for the night. This is Troy C. At minimum, your DTOFs are done well. They're lit. They have risen, so to speak.
They have risen.
They are full. They are in some
nostalgic,
but yeah, it's nostalgic, and it's cluttered, but not in a bad way. It's full. It's a full experience.
Yeah,
dude. Honestly,
80s card back.
I'm for this. This whole room. This whole room just looks like a place you would chill. Like I want to chill in here. But he has the shelves labeled to what's on them. You know, if you look at the detail, look in between. I've never seen that before, so that's cool. Like it's the Star Wars is before that.
Yeah,
these figures that he has in the middle, like, are cool and unique. You know what I mean? Like you got some stuff in here I've never seen before. Right? Some stuff is cluttered, but at least you tried. Like you spaced it out right.
Yeah, it's cluttered, but it's not like it's not offensive.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the problem. Is like I think
explore it visually.
Right.
He's got a faux brick background, but it works for the room.
You got this bowling pin in there. You got some interesting things in here. Yeah, I would sit in here. Whoa, what's up with this painting on the wall, though? You know what? You do have some room for some more art. I know a guy.
Yeah,
he does.
I don't know, but it's getting a little cluttered. It's getting a little full on the walls, too. Yeah, I mean, I think that the whole space, like the living space, seems cool.
Yeah, the rugs are cool.
Yeah, it seems expressive. It seems like, I think this room, it signifies who you are in some way, and it signifies it appropriately.
Right.
This is. The more I look at this, the more I think it's masterfully done.
You got the samurai helmet. Yeah, no, I think this space is legit.
It's a cool, funky space.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I think that when you have people over to your house for the first time, they step inside of the space and they're like, of course it's laid out like this.
Right. You got the chairs with different pillows. Like, there's a lot of cool thought put into this whole
I think this is authentically you.
Yeah.
And I dig, I don't know about these like Japanese robots, type things that you have, but like putting them in the middle of the DTOF, it wouldn't have been my gut instinct, but I think it worked out well. I still think that maybe had the middle ones been at the bottom, but I don't know. They might break it up enough. It wouldn't have been my instinct to put them there, but it does work.
Yeah, I think actually, so spatially, I like it because you have the big shelves in the middle and the small.
It's symmetrical.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been my gut instinct, but I think it works.
For some reason, it makes everything else being cluttered like a little bit more okay, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
The one thing I think that's throwing it off, it really is probably just the books in the bottom. And I don't know if it's just the color of it.
I think it's just the box. Like, I feel like...
Yeah, maybe that's
it's
what
the box.
The box.
It's the box.
Needs to get out of there. I would say you could put it in the center, but I think it just needs to go.
Put your bowling pin.
You're probably right. It just needs different. You just need more books in there.
And I think Laura's right also that if you're gonna keep the box there, it does need to go in the center. So yeah, bravo, well done. This has been my favorite of the night.
Did you see his gay empire pink?
I did. So I think all of these, like the Obey one, and even like the Phantom Star Killer, they're all these like remaster. That's reaction also. Are they all reaction?
I just don't know what the bottom one is. I think the Empire one may be like a custom.
I remember there's something about that gay Empire psychedelic Stormtrooper. There's a story to it. Like I think all three of these are like art pieces. Like even the Obey, character.
Right. But them being in frames, right? I've never seen somebody like. I think that's cool.
Yeah,
I know we're about to wrap up, but I noticed it and I was like, it's worth talking about.
Yeah, it's good, man. You've got style, and I dig it.
Mosquito.
Samurai helmets.
Real brick wall.
Esquires.
Yeah.